Madalas nating naririnig ang salitang radiation, subalit kakaunti lamang sa atin ang nakakaunawa ng tunay na gamit nito sa ating pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay. Ngayong umaga, tatalakayin natin ang kahalagahan ng radiation at kung papaano ba natin ito magagamit. Tunghayan ang isang panayam kay Dr. Sunil Sabarwal ng International Atomic Energy Agency. Dito lamang sa DOSTv, Science for the People. Please introduce yourself and the scope of your job.
Good afternoon, Jail. My name is Sunil Sabarwal. I am working with International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, at Vienna. And my designation is Radiation Processing Specialist. And what does a radiation processing specialist do? His job is to make sure that the benefits of radiation technologies, nuclear sciences, are transferred to the member states for socio-economic benefits.
And speaking of benefits, what are some benefits of radiation, particularly we are conducting this project?
The economic benefits of nuclear sciences and radiation technologies are huge. In fact, if you will look at it, anything that you take, whether the car you drive, right, the tires of that might have been treated with radiation, the aeroplane you fly might have been inspected by radiation, the newspaper that you, its thickness might have been tested by radiation techniques, the food that you eat, right, the wheat or rice might have come from a variety which was treated by radiation and then grown for higher yield or better quality. So there are enormous benefits, health benefits, whether it is detection of diseases or treatment of diseases. Huge amount of benefits are there for society. It's only not sure that people do not know them.
Yes, definitely. So how will you, on your part, how will you continue the information dissemination for the public?
Yeah, that's where the basic foundation comes from. We wish it to be introduced at a school level. At the moment about nuclear sciences, if you need, people only know either a nuclear power, nuclear energy, or atomic bomb.
Yes.
These are the only two concepts people generally will have. But the benefits that I explained you just now ought to be told to public. It should be informed that it plays an important part in their day-to-day life even today. It's only that they don't know it. And our job is to make sure that people understand this. They are the future citizens of the world, the young generation. They will be the one who have to make decisions in future whether they wish to have a particular technology or not to have a particular technology. Right? Idea is to give them correct information and then let them decide later and when they have to be deciding. But the decision should not be an uninformed decision. Decision that they make should be an informed decision based on facts. So the facts should be told to them at a young age. When they are growing up in the school syllabus, one should be talking about nuclear sciences, what are the benefits, what are the risks associated with that, and how do we control the risks. There is no technology today in the world which is risk-free. We live in a world which is full of risk, but we have learned to tame those risks or minimize those risks, and so is also with nuclear technologies.
With a fast-changing technology.
Absolutely. And as we will grow, as the world population will grow, the energy demands are going to increase, right? How many years you are going to burn the fossil fuels? They are ultimately going to exhaust. Not only that, the effects of that, more carbon dioxide being produced, leading to global warming, Again, you need more cleaner methods of producing energy. Nuclear energy is one of them. Right? So there are like that. You inform the young minds. That's one. And second thing is no country or no society can grow without doing good science. You look at previous any generations in civilization, any country who was at the top of civilization had good science. It's true today, it was true even centuries ago. Right? So idea is that young mind in any society should learn that science is important for society. It's not a very complicated subject as is a general understanding.
Yeah.
Today, most of people think it's extremely complex. It is not so.
Yeah.
These are simple things which could be conveyed to the students in a very simple manner. So the idea of this particular workshop or the program, the project that we have, is to ensure that nuclear science, its concepts are delivered to the student in a correct manner, in a manner which is they understand today. In a technology-driven world that we live in, we must also convey to them in the right manner, whether it is through the electronic media or it is through the computer games that they are very fond of. We should also be able to interact with them at the level that they wish to interact with us. And it should not be a one-way approach that we deliver and they listen. No, we are living in a very different world. Let them question us, know from us, and then make their own decisions about it.
All right. With this regional workshop on curriculum development of nuclear S&T for secondary schools, what are the other expected outcome from this?
Outcome, of course, it's for, if I will look as a scientist, it has to be a supply chain to me. How will I get good scientific people, good physicists, good chemists, good biologists? It's only when they are attracted to my subject areas. If I wish to continue nuclear sciences applications, which I am sure I have told you also, huge number of nuclear applications which only are about to grow. If I tell you the numbers, for example, in United States alone, for example, the data that is available, more than 33 million nuclear medicine procedures are done every year. Right?
Yes.
And how are they done? You need technologies to do that.
Definitely.
You need people who should be doing those tests, and they are only going to grow. If you see the number of X-rays that are being done, the number will be even more huge, right? So for all such things, you will need people supply chain to come into your area. And not only that, you would like, if your subject area has to take a quantum leap forward, the best of the people come to your core area. And when will they come? When you tell them there are opportunities that are there. Unless they know the opportunities, unless they know that path, they will not be attracted to you. And if they are not attracted to you, your field will not grow. So it's the cyclic process. As a scientific community, we must be able to tell them, okay, these are the career opportunities you have, these are the benefits you will bring to your socio-economic conditions of your country, your society, right? And
but still, there are some fear when we talk about nuclear.
Fear, if you take, for example, I give that example, if electricity was to be discovered today, I'm sure you will be so afraid of it. Because you put a switch on and there is a voltage there which can kill you, right?
Yeah.
But today you are not afraid. Day in, day out, you switch on and switch off the materials. Why? Because number one, you have learned to control it. Fear is what is uncontrolled. From there we get the fear. Things that you learn to control, you are not fearful of them, right? So even the nuclear also, you should say, okay, we are able to control it. We are able to control the effects that it is going to have. And second thing is that, the familiarity with the concepts or with the technology. Today, having used the electricity for last 100 years, we have become familiar to it. Air travel.
Okay.
There is a risk associated with it, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yet people take. So anything that you do today, there will be a risk associated, but we must be able to see what are the risk to benefit ratios, and we must minimize the risk and maximize the benefits.
Yes.
So that's what we wish to tell to the younger generation. at the level they are, they have not made even their career choices. That okay, nuclear is an option, and even if they don't take nuclear later, they will be informed citizens of the society. So they will know, okay, we have learned nuclear in the school, it's not all that harmful as people are saying it, I know what it is. So if they have the correct information, they will take more informed decisions in their career.
Can you please share us some outputs from the previous workshop you've conducted from other countries?
This was first initiative on the for the IAEA to come to the school level. Before that, when the previous project that we had, before there are initiative for the professionals.
Okay.
IAEA has been working a lot with the professional people, whether they are doctors or they are engineers or they are all kinds of people, but never with the school level. With the school level, last project that we did, which finished last year, was the first initiative. And having learned from there, we had pilot countries, and Philippines was one of the pilot countries, from where we learned how effectively we can interact with the school education system, and through them with the teachers and to the students. And we were able to, in the small time that we had, to finally implement it into the school curriculum or the activities. Almost 24,000 students were able to be reached.
Yes. And we're talking about the application. Can you please tell us about the electron beam, the first irradiation facility here in the Philippines?
Yes, electron beam facility is as you said, people are afraid of the word radiation.
Yes.
Right? Electron beam radiation can come from many sources. For example, today when you go for an MRI, right? Basically it is a nuclear magnetic resonance, but we have removed the word nuclear, because in people perception, nuclear is related to...
Yes, people don't know that.
Yes. And that is because radiation comes from, let's say, radioactive materials. But you can also generate a radiation from machine sources, which are like these light sources. When you switch it on, there is light coming. Similarly, you can have an electron beam accelerator. When you switch it on, radiation is coming. When you switch it off, there is no radiation. Right? So it's like a switch on, switch off machine, which generates radiation, electron radiation, and that can be used for huge economic benefits. I told you examples of curing of car tires. More than 90% of the tires world over are cured by radiation. And you can see how many millions cars are produced every year. Every car has 5 tires, so you can see. Similarly, most of other polymer materials, you can improve their properties. You can make them do work at much higher temperatures than generally they are used for when you treat by radiation. It can be used for killing microbes, pathogenic bacteria, or disease-causing bacteria, right? And one of the typical use of that is to get single-use medical products. If you see some unfortunate person in hospital, it is to be given an injection or a catheter is to be used, it has to be free from bacteria for use. So such materials are put under radiation, treated by radiation, and then converted into sterile products. And again today, world over, more than 30 million meter cube of such materials are produced. So you can imagine the scale of applications, and such technologies, electron beam accelerator is extremely beneficial. And Philippines has one of such facility now at PNRI.
One of its kind, right?
Yes. In fact, one of the very few in the developing countries.
Okay.
These are the tools with which developed countries make a lot of money. So it is now coming, yes. So these technologies are now to be brought. So that's one of the role agency plays, is the technology which is being utilized by the developing countries, how could we transfer it to the developing nations, developing countries, so that their socio-economic conditions also become better.
For this project from IEA for the secondary schools, of course, we know that we can gather huge knowledge, and they will bring back home to their own countries, bringing this information. So do you have any message for each participating countries?
My message is, learn about radiation, learn about nuclear sciences, understand that, use them for your societal benefits. Every country, every society has its own issues, and it is their own national people who will be able to address those issues. Nobody is going to come from outside and do it. So understand your own issues very well, and then utilize radiation or the nuclear sciences to address those issues. Our idea is that we give you the best information possible so that you can utilize and bring it to your country the benefits of nuclear sciences.
Do you have any final message to our televiewers?
The final message is that nuclear sciences are playing an important part in your life. Just go search out, look at the net, look at whatever medium that you are familiar with today to make sure that you understand the benefits of nuclear sciences. Of course, there are risks associated with any technology, but those risks could be overcome or are being overcome or have been overcome, right? And there is always improvement that is going on, and utilize the benefits of radiation and nuclear sciences for your own country's benefit. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Magandang umaga, ako po si Ariel Rojas. Ngayon ay Huwebes, February 15, 2018 at narito po magiging taya ng panahon in the next 24 hours. Si Tropical Depression Basha nga po ay na-downgrade na kahapon into an LPA at kaninang alas 3 ng madaling araw ay huling namataan ang low pressure area sa layong 240 kilometers south-southeast ng Puerto Princesa, Palawan o nandyan po yan sa gitna ng Sulusi. Patuloy pa rin magdadala ng mga pag-ulan ang LPA na ito sa buong Palawan. Samantalang nakakaapekto naman ang tail end ng cold front dyan sa may Eastern Visayas at sa Bicol region. At bahagya pong humina ang ating hanging amihan at yan po ay nararamdaman lamang dyan sa may Batanes at sa Babuyan Group of Islands. At para po sa ating taya ng panahon, tulad na nabanggit kanina, humina na po ang ating hanging amihan at ay magadala ng bahagyang maulap hanggang sa may maulap na kalangitan na may mahinang pag-ulan dyan po sa Batanes at sa Babuyan Group of Islands. At ang low pressure area naman po dito sa may Palawan ay magadala sa buong lalawigan ng mga kalat-kalat hanggang sa malawakang pag-ulan at thunderstorms. At ang tailan ng cold front ay magadala rin ng maulap na kalangitan na may mga kalat-kalat na mga pag-ulan at thunderstorms dyan sa Quezon Province at sa buong Bicol region. Samantalang ang nalalabing bahagi ng buong Luzon ay magkakaroon po ng maaliwalas na panahon maliban sa mga minsan ng mga pag-uulap at mahinang pag-ulan dahil sa localized thunderstorms. Ang agwat ng temperatura ngayong araw sa Metro Manila ay mula 24 hanggang 30 degrees Celsius. At bagamat humina ang ating hanging amihan, makakaranas pa rin ng malamig na panahon dyan sa Northern Luzon. Sa Tuguegarao, ang agwat ng temperatura ngayong araw ay mula 21 hanggang 27 degrees Celsius, sa Lawag 22 hanggang 31 degrees Celsius at sa Baguio City 15 to 26 degrees Celsius. Malamig pa rin po ang panahon dyan din sa Tagaytay City na may agwat mula 20 hanggang 28 degrees Celsius. Sa may Mayon Volcano, particularly sa Legazpi City, ang agwat ng temperatura ay mula 25 hanggang 28 degrees Celsius at dito naman sa Puerto Princesa sa Palawan, 27 hanggang 27 degrees Celsius. Magadala rin ng mga pagulan at thunderstorms dyan sa Samar Island ang tail end ng cold front, samantalang ang nalalabing bahagi ng buong Kabisayaan ay magkakaroon po ng fair weather maliban sa mga minsan ng mga pag-uulap at thunderstorms dahil sa localized thunderstorms. At ang buong Mindanao din ay magkakaroon ng maaliwalas na panahon maliban sa mga minsan ng mga pag-uulap at mahinang pag-ulan, again dahil sa localized thunderstorms. Ang agwat ng temperatura dyan sa Metro Cebu at sa Iloilo City ngayong araw ay mula 25 hanggang 29 degrees Celsius, sa Tacloban City 23 hanggang 30 degrees Celsius, sa Zamboanga City 24 hanggang 32 degrees Celsius, sa Cagayan de Oro 25 to 30 degrees Celsius at sa Davao City 26 hanggang 33 degrees Celsius. Dahil nga po humina ang ating hanging amihan ay ibinaba na po natin ang gale warning. Pero paalala po sa ating mga kababayan, lalo yung mga kababayan nating mangingisda, ang mga karagatan po ay magiging banayad hanggang maalon pa rin. Kaya mag-ingat pa rin po tayo. Tingnan naman natin ang magiging lagay ng panahon ngayong Chinese New Year at long weekend. Dito po sa Metro Manila, magiging maaliwalas ang pagpasok ng Chinese New Year hanggang sa Linggo. At magkakaroon lamang tayo ng mga paminsanang mga pag-uulap na may mga mahinang pag-ulan dahil sa localized thunderstorms. At ang agwat ng temperatura ay mula 24 hanggang 30 degrees Celsius. Magiging maganda rin ang salubong sa Chinese New Year at hanggang Linggo dyan sa Baguio City, maliban sa mga minsanang mga pag-ulap at mahinang pag-ulan dahil sa localized thunderstorms at malamig pa rin po ang temperatura mula 15 hanggang 26 degrees Celsius. Diyan naman sa may Mayon Volcano, particularly sa Legazpi City, ngayong Chinese New Year sa Friday po, magkakaroon ng magandang panahon maliban sa mga minsanang mga pag-uulap at mahinang pag-ulan dahil sa localized thunderstorms at pagdating naman ng Sabado, magiging maulan dahil yan sa epekto ng tail end ng cold front pero maganda po ang panahon pagdating ng Linggo. At ang agwat ng temperatura ay mula 25 hanggang 29 degrees Celsius. Magiging maganda rin ang long weekend dyan sa Cebu City at ang agwat ng temperatura ay mula 25 hanggang 31 degrees Celsius. Magiging maganda rin ang Chinese New Year at weekend dyan sa Davao City maliban sa mga minsanang mga pag-uulap at mahinang pag-ulan dahil sa localized thunderstorms at ang agwat ng temperatura ay mula 25 hanggang 33 degrees Celsius. Ang haring araw po ay sumikat kaninang 6:20 ng umaga at lulubog mamayang alas 6 ng gabi. Para sa latest weather updates, i-follow lamang kami sa aming official Twitter at Facebook accounts, DOST_Pag-asa, at mag-subscribe sa aming official YouTube channel, DOST-Pag-asa Weather Report. At para sa mas komprehensibong impormasyon, pumunta sa aming official website, www.pag-asa.dost.gov.ph. At yan po ang latest weather update mula sa Pag-asa Forecasting Center. Ako po si Ariel Rojas. Magandang umaga.
DOSTv would like to thank Filipino Creazione de Mano Incorporated. Visit their showroom at ground floor lobby, PSM-BFI Building, 318 Santolan Road, West Crame, San Juan City. SciDev, the world's leading source of reliable and authoritative news, views, and analysis on information about science and technology for global development. Visit their website at www.scidev.net.
Siksik na kaalaman sa nuclear science and technology ang hatid sa atin ng Philippine Nuclear Research Institute. Patuloy pa nating suportahan ang mga programa ng mga ahensya ng DOST nang sa gayon ang ating kaalaman sa larangan ng science and technology hindi limited. Ako po si Jel Miranda, hanggang sa muli nating pagtalakay sa Limitless World of Science dito lamang sa DOSTv, Science for the People.